Okay, so if you're part of our Freya's Arbor community, you already know how powerful it is to build your own thing. But you probably also know how lonely it can get. Today, we're going to unpack a super simple but really powerful tool we use right here in our community. And our promise, it can change not just your workday, but your whole week. And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This quote is pretty much a core belief for us. Being an entrepreneur, especially as a woman, is already so demanding. You shouldn't have to feel like you're carrying it all by yourself all the time. You know, there's this weird paradox when you work for yourself. On one hand, you have this amazing freedom and flexibility, but the hidden cost, it can be this really deep sense of disconnection. You're just in your own head for hours, and you miss that simple, easy feeling of having people around. It's a quiet struggle, for sure, but it is so real. And look, this isn't just a feeling. It's backed by some serious data. A 2023 report from Buffer found that almost a quarter of all remote workers say loneliness is their single biggest challenge. That is a huge number of people feeling cut off while they're trying to build their dreams. Now, for women, this whole dilemma gets even bigger because of something called the mental load. It's all that invisible work, right? The meal planning, the doctor's appointments, managing all the family logistics, everything that keeps a household going. It's like this constant, low-grade hum of pressure in the back of your mind that doesn't just turn off when your workday starts. And the data, well, it shows just how real that load is. Research shows that mothers handle, on average, 67% more household management tasks than fathers. So this isn't just a vibe. It's a real, measurable burden that absolutely spills over and messes with your focus and energy. So you hear about these big complex challenges like isolation and mental load, and you probably think the solution has to be just as complicated. But what if it's not? What if the answer is actually super accessible, totally low stakes, and surprisingly simple? It really all comes down to the power of just showing up together. The technique is called body doubling. It actually got its start in the ADHD community, but honestly, its benefits are for everyone. The whole idea is that just having another person around, even silently on the video call, acts like a gentle anchor for your attention. It just helps you stay on track. In our remote together sessions here in the Arbor, we keep it so simple. First, we all hop on, say a quick hello, and maybe share what we're hoping to get done. Then, step 2, we all hit mute and just get to work. It's this really lovely, companionable silence. And then at the end, we unmute and celebrate what we accomplished. That's it. No pressure, just presence. So why does something so simple work so well? I know, it might feel a little bit like magic, but it's actually grounded in some pretty fascinating psychology. So let's get into the science of it all. Okay, so there are two big things at play here. The first is something called social facilitation. That's just the fancy term for the idea that we tend to perform better when we know other people are around. The second is mirroring. When you see someone else focusing, it actually triggers what scientists call a contagious effort in your own brain. It just makes it easier for you to get into that flow state too. And all of this gives our brain's executive functions a major boost. The external structure helps out when our own internal motivation is kind of low. That unspoken accountability helps quiet that little voice telling you to procrastinate. And that companionable silence, it's the perfect fix for that social isolation we were just talking about. And the results are actually measurable. One study on this kind of virtual co-working found that people reported a massive 41% increase in their ability to sustain focus. I mean, that's a huge jump just from working alongside other people online. And this right here is where our remote together sessions really shine, because this tool isn't just for your business to-do list. Nope, it's for your life to-do list. We have one really important rule. Come as you are. And I know what you might be thinking. Okay, but is my task important enough? I'm not writing some big business plan. I just really need to get through this mountain of laundry. We totally hear you, and we want to be super clear about the answer to that. Yes, the answer is absolutely 100% yes. You can bring any task. Seriously, whether it's deep work for your business, paying bills, doing some meal prep, or even just taking quiet time for yourself to read or journal, all of it is welcome, and all of it is productive. This is so important. Your presence is what matters. Tackling that life admin, chipping away at that mental load, that's what frees up the brain space you need for your business and for yourself. Taking care of your life is taking care of your business. And when you start doing this regularly, something really powerful starts to happen. The benefits go way beyond just checking one thing off your list in one session. It starts to create this positive ripple effect that you feel all week long. So, what does that ripple effect actually look like? Well, it looks like building a consistent routine, a real anchor point in an otherwise chaotic schedule. It looks like actually getting guilt-free rest because you've set aside intentional time for your tasks. And maybe most importantly, it looks like community. You start seeing these familiar faces who just get it, and that makes all the difference. So I really want you to think of Remote Together as way more than just a productivity hack. It's a practice. It's a powerful tool for building a business that can actually last, and just as importantly, for taking care of your own well-being inside a community that has your back. If any of this is resonating with you, we would absolutely love for you to join us. You can find all the upcoming Remote Together sessions just by heading to the events section inside our Freya's Arbor community platform. We've always got a seat saved for you. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What's that one nagging task, the one on your desk or in your house or just in your head, that you could finally conquer if you just knew you weren't doing it all by yourself?